Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. We follow a Guru Parampara. Those who have joined newly, we learn from Swami Paramarthananda ji. This picture here, just below Shankaracharya, is Swami Paramarthananda. And his student, that is Dr. Timmappa Hegde, through him I learned, and through this class we are learning Bhagavad Gita. So Guru Vandana, Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. With their blessings, we will start today's class. Vishwesh, you are there? Children,
Yes, sir.
every day we have to do some kind of prayers, okay? One of the most important prayers which is prescribed by our culture, heritage, is sandhyavandanam. Today we are going to listen to Vishwesh about sandhya, means the prayers which has to be done every day without missing. There is no holidays for such prayers, which gives you a lot of...
Okay, sir.
So let us go ahead with Vishwesh. Over to you, Vishwesh.
Okay, sir.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yes.
Namaste, everyone. Today we are going to be seeing about Sandhyavandanam.
Go a little slow so that children who are very young, they should understand this. It's very important what you're telling today.
Okay, sir. Significance of Sandhyavandanam. Sir, next slide. Sandhyavandanam is a mandatory religious ritual centering around the recitation of the Gayatri mantra, traditionally supposed to be performed 3 times a day by Brahmins who wear Yajnapavidam, sacred thread. The sacred thread is initiated by performing a function called upanayanam. The ideal age for the sacred thread to be initiated is 7 to 12 years. While performing it, we worship various gods, but most importantly, we worship Gayatri Devi and the sun god. Sandhyavandanam is performed in the morning, Pratah Sandhya, noon, Madhyanika Sandhya, and evening, Sayam Sandhya. The conjunction of day and night, that is, the time when there are neither stars or sun, twilight, is called Sandhya. Morning is called Gayatri, which is white in color. Noon is Savitri, which is red. And evening is called Saraswati, which is black or dark blue. It helps to control our minds and is believed to wash away sins. It gives us spiritual prosperity. It is also believed that one who does Sandhyavandanam attain moksha easily. The pranayama part in Sandhyavandanam improves breath control. It has many other health benefits. Avani Avittam. It is a festival celebrated by Brahmins in which they change their sacred threads. In Hindu mythology, this day is considered very auspicious as Lord Vishnu incarnated as Lord Hayagriva, the god of knowledge, on this day. Lord Hayagriva was the one who reinstated the Vedas to Lord Brahma. They either go to the nearest temple or change their thread at home. The next day is also very important as everyone should tell the Gayatri mantra 1008 times. Unmarried people should perform Agnihotra with 1008 samit sticks. They should place one by one the fire as they tell the Gayatri mantra 1008 times. Thank you, Sachin sir, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to explain Sandhyavandanam.
Thank you very much, Vishwesh. And Vishwesh is from Chennai and he does Sandhya, I think at least morning and evening. Isn't it, Vishwesh?
Morning and evening I try to do, sir, but daily I do in mornings.
Okay, so at least one Sandhya he is doing. Very good. Daivik, you have raised hand.
Sir, I also do, sir.
Very good. So you can see that the first benefit for student is that concentration is increased. The power of focusing on subject is increased. So automatically they will be very good in the grasping of subjects, which is very important for a student, right? So their focus is more, they grasp more. So they score good marks. Also with the breathing, their muscles become strong. With the stronger muscles, they can play well, they can score good in the games also. These are the very important two benefits. Forget about other benefits that you are getting moksha and all that. That is later on. But for the children, these two things, having the breathing control, focusing control, helps in their daily work. Sharav, you want to say something?
Yes, sir. I do pranayama sometimes, but I don't perform that puja. I say the regular chanting shlokas. I had a different class, but I can't perform the puja.
One more thing I want to clear. As we have learned in 17th chapter, Brahmana is not the person who only wears thread. There are three types of Brahmana Varnanam, means the description of Brahmana. One is the person who is born as Brahmana. That is called Jati Brahmana. Second is the person who is actually working as a Brahmana. And third is Guna Brahmana. So Jati Brahmana by birth, then Karma Brahmana by work, and finally Guna Brahmana. So anyone who is not a Brahmana but who wants to do Sandhya, they should follow the procedure, get the upanayanam done by the Guru or the place where it is done, and then they can start the Sandhya if someone is between 7 to 12 or 13 years of age. And this Gayatri is different for the boys and it is different for the girls. So we should know these differences. Okay. Aditi, you raised your hand.
What is the difference between the Gayatri for girls and boys?
I would like this to be answered by Madam if she's there.
Or
Rama
maybe
madam.
we can do it in the end.
Rama Madam is there. No, we will complete this. We have time.
Hari Om. Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om. I think it is the boys, what the men, they do Aradhana of Gayatri Devi, that is the Surya. That is the Nana Rupa. Okay. The ladies, they do adore this, do Aradhana of this Savitri Devi, something they say. That is Savitru Shakti. Shakti part of it.
Yes.
But,
And
yeah.
this was informed to me when my child also wanted to do Gayatri. It was told very clearly there is a Smartha Gayatri and there is another Gayatri. Yes, Darshil. Hari Om, Darshil, Hari Om. You are in?
ನಾನು ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೀನಿ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿ ಬಂದೆ.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I joined late.
No problem, Darshil. You're welcome. Okay. So Darshil also try to do this Sandhya. Sandhya means praying while breathing and chanting some specific mantras. We have seen this, those who were there in the 17th chapter, Swastik and Vishnu has explained this shloka so well. What is the yajna? This is type of taking one vow that I will do every day this sandhyavandanam. It is a sattvic way of making yourself strong. How many people know what is sattvic, rajasic, tamasic? Okay, Aditi.
Me.
Aditi, you tell sattvic. Nayana, you say tamasic. And Shara, you say rajasic. Okay, Aditi, go ahead.
Sattvic is all the good and good things we do, like the yagna, tapas,
Dhanam
Very bonga.
and
and
food.
food,
Also.
ahara.
Ahara.
So that is also classified into three, like
Correct.
sattvic ahara, sattvic tapas, sattvic yagna.
So the yajna part is what we are talking about, the sandhyavandanam. So someone can tell what is rajasic. Sharav, you can say about rajasic yajna, and with an example we have said last time.
Yagna.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Rajasic yagna is like a yagna performed to gain some material benefit, not
Correct.
for spiritual benefit. Like Ravana had went through. At one point of his life, he was sattvic. The next, he was rajasic. After he got too many boons, he wanted more. Next, he became tamasic.
Okay. Very nicely explained. Tamasic by Nayana, tamasic yajna or tamasic thing.
So tamasic can be basically explained by the only like one word, greed. So if you have like more greed like in you, like if you want like one chocolate, so you get your parents buy you one chocolate, but you want another chocolate with that other chocolate. So like that happiness you get, you won't get that happiness only of having only one chocolate. You see your classmate got five watches for his birthday from all his friends, but what you are feeling, so you're feeling fully like you're feeling greed that why did my parents not get me this for my birthday. So like that, with greed, jealousy also builds up, and this will lead to anger. So if you get angry, that's why there was this one like one slide which sir had showed few classes ago, which said the gateway to hell is in only three things: greed, envy, and anger. You get the three you go literally to hell if you say in
Correct.
simple.
Excellent, excellent. All of three of you explained with examples, and with you remember what we have done already. So this type of yajna, the sandhyavandanam is
Isn't that,
yajna.
but isn't that rajasic greed?
Yes, she is right.
Isn't
Tamasic
tamasic is the destruction of others and yourself?
Yes, you are
So I
right.
feel Rajasic is more of
Tamasic
just
is
thirst
caused
for
by
like power. So like you're like thirsting for power more and more of whatever you desire. And if you don't get it, you end up going deeper into like hell.
Tamasic is caused by Rajasic. Am I right now? Because soon Rajasic leads to Tamasic.
Yeah, I think.
See, we saw in the 14th chapter, okay, that all these three are mixed. Nothing comes separately, like one is only sattvic, one is only rajasic, one is only tamasic. But what our aim is that if you have tamasic qualities, that is, you are destructive, you are more of a problematic person than a helpful person, you go to rajasic. You take one step at a time, and finally you become completely sattvic. But as a child, you can't be very quiet always. You have to do activities, you have to go around, you have to play. That is rajasic quality. So what I am trying to tell here is we are of three qualities, and specifically for sandhyavandanam, the benefit of sandhyavandanam is it is a yajna. It is afala kankshir bhir yajna. It is not to be gaining something always for oneself. If you see the mantras, it is for the entire universal growth, not just my growth, because I am the part. Sharav or Sachin or Aditi, Aloki, all are part of this universe. When you pray for the entire universe, you are included in that, isn't it? So it is not expecting only benefit for me, which is according to the rich vidhi, according to the rituals, according to the Vedas. And it is to be done every day, not like performed only one day. With that, I want to introduce to the newcomers that there are 5 such Mahayajna, which we all have to perform every day. And I think you are seeing it being done in your home. For example, if a family receives a guest, they take care of the guest. It is called Atithi Yajna, means you are taking care of your guest. Every day, morning and evening, your mother is doing rangoli outside, or keeping water for the some birds, or feeding the cows. It is called as Bhuta Yajna. Okay. Then every day, if someone like your grandmother or father or someone is praying every day, it in the morning after taking bath is called Deva Yajna. And about helping the elderly, old people, taking care of them is Pitru Yajna. So with this 4 Yajna, and when you do reading about Guru Yajna, also there is a Yajna for our own teachers. All these 5 disciplines, every day if you follow, it becomes Pancha Maha Yajna. I'm sure you are seeing this somewhere or the other. everyday rangoli is for what? Can you tell me why do we put rangoli with that powder which is made up of rice?
Sir, because then small insects can eat them, and then indirectly we do both the yagna.
Exactly. Indirectly, we are doing bhuta yajna. Okay, keeping water outside in this hot sun. Many of us get water directly from tap. But you imagine for the animals, birds, no water, no tap. They have to wait, rely on the rains, which may not be there in the summers. So if you keep small water bottle or some kind of 1 cup of water every day, you will get in turn benefited because you are helping others. That is sattvic yajna, you will get benefited in turn. Okay. So the importance of this yajnas we have seen, it removes our laziness because to do anything you have to get up in the morning. It brings family together. Rangolis I have seen mother and daughter making it. Okay. Or reading some japam, people are sitting together and doing it. So it brings family together. And most importantly, it always keeps you closer to the God. One of such prayers which you should chant, Rama Madam is going to teach you. Wait, let Rama Madam teach you. Who is interested first? Sharav has raised hand. Darshil, Vishnu.
No, sir, this is old. I'll give chance to someone else. I forgot to load.
Then who wants to chant with ma'am? Darshil, you want to chant? Wait.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. So, ma'am, over to you. Darshil is ready, Vishnu is ready, Akash is ready. 3 of them. Okay.
Let me chant this first and then I will teach the children.
Okay.
Namah Pankajanabhaya, Namah Pankajamaline, Namah Pankajanetraya, Namaste Pankajanghraye. So here we have to focus on the Mahapranas, that is in the red letters. Then we will chant. Namah Pankajanabhaya. Can you chant the whole thing, Darshil?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Namah Pankaja.
Namas Pankaja.
Namah Pankaja.
Namas Pankaja.
Namas Allah. No, it's not Namas. It is Namaf.
Namas.
Very good. Namah Pankajanabhaya.
Namas Pankaja. Naya.
Nabhaya.
Nadaya.
Nabhaya.
Nadaya.
Nabhaya.
Nadaya.
Okay, we'll teach. When you will teach others, you just observe. Okay, I will teach you now. Then you can also observe that. Namah Pankaja.
Namas Kaja.
Namaline.
Namamaline.
Namah Pankajamaline.
Namas Pankaja Maline.
Very good. Namaf, you should say, not namas. Namaf.
Namas.
No, Darshil. Not yes. F. Namaf.
Namaf.
Yeah, okay. Namah Pankajanetraya.
Namah Pankarajinaya.
Netraya.
Netraya.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Pankajanghaye.
Pankajantaye.
Pankajanghaye.
Pankajangaye.
Okay.
Next is Vishnu. Good, Darshil, very good. Vishnu, next.
Namah Pankajanabhaya.
Namah Pankajanabhaya.
Namah Pankajamaline.
Namah Pankajamaline.
Namah Pankajanetraya.
Namah Pankajanetraya.
Namaste Pankajanghraye.
Namaste Pankajamghraye.
Very good. Namaste Pankajanghraye.
Namaste Pankajamghraye.
Very good. Can you chant on your own?
Yes, ma'am, I'll try.
Yeah.
Namah Pankajanaභaya. Namah Pankajamaline. Namah Pankajanetraya. Namaste Pankajmaghraye.
Namaste Pankajanghraye.
Namaste Pankajamghraye.
Very good. Very good. It's a good try. Who is the next person?
Akash has raised the hand, madam. Akash.
Akash.
So
Okay.
may I chant on my own? Can I try
Okay.
now?
Then Akash,
Yeah, yeah.
you can chant your own.
Namah Pankajanaභaya. Namah Pankajamaline. Namah Pankajanetraya. Namaste Pankajanggraye.
Namaste Pankajanghraye.
Namaste Pankajanggraye.
The first half in the first line, Namah Pankajanabhaya. Don't drag ya, okay? Don't make it long vowel ending.
Namah Pankajanaභaya.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay.
Madam, one last Vinayak.
Or you want to give chance to Aditi?
Vinayak is, I think,
Okay.
small boy.
Okay.
Let him.
Yeah, no problem. Yes. Namah Pankaja
Vinayak.
Vinayak.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you
Go
want
ahead.
to, can you please repeat?
Yes.
Namah Pankaja
Namah Pankaja
Nabhaya.
Nabhaya.
Very good. Namah Pankaja Nabhaya.
Namah Pankajanaභaya.
It's not Pankaja. Pankaja Nabhaya.
Pankajanaභaya.
Very good. Very good. Namah Pankaja Maline.
Namah Pankajamaline.
Namah Pankaja Maline.
Namah Pankajalime.
Namah Pankaja Netraya.
Namah Pankajanatreya.
No, Namah Pankaja Netraya. But Namah Pankaja is common in all the three lines, isn't it? Namah Pankaja Nabhaya. Namah Pankaja Maline. Namah Pankaja Netraya. Okay? Namah Pankaja Netraya.
Namah Pankajanetraya.
Very good. Namaste Pankajanghraye.
Namaste Pankajamaghraye.
Okay. Pankajanghraye.
Pankajanghraye.
Ye. Yakara. Ye. Y-E. Is there no spelling? Pankajanghraye.
Pankajanghraye.
Not hey. H-E is there in the spelling English version? No. Isn't it? Pankajanghraye. Yeah, ye.
Pankajanghraye.
Correct.
Very good. Very good.
Nice. Madam, you want Aditi to chant once?
Yeah, one Aditi or Nayana, whoever is who wants to learn this.
Aditi.
Yes,
There,
sir.
Aditi. Yeah.
Okay. Namah Pankajanabhaya.
Namah Pankajanaභaya.
Yeah, don't drag ya. Elibardu yana. Namah Pankajanabhaya.
Namah Pankajanaabhaya.
Namah Pankajamaline.
Namah Pankajamaline.
Namah Pankajanetraya.
Namah Pankajanetraya.
Namaste Pankajanghraye.
Namaste Pankajamghrahe. Ma'am,
Hey,
can I
Vidya. Pankajanghraye. Yakara.
Namaste Pankajamghrahe.
Hey, Vidya. Spelling H-E. Is there spelling H-E? Pankajanghraye. Ya. Yakara.
Pankajamghrahe. A.
Y-E. How do you pronounce?
Ye.
Yeah.
Correct. Pankajanghraye.
Pankajamghrahe.
Ghra should be Mahaprana. That's all. Okay.
Can I try once?
Oh, yes.
Namah Pankajabha. Sorry. Namah Pankajanaabhaya. Namah Pankajamaline. Namah Pankajanetraya. Namaste Pankajangghrae.
Very good. Very good. Beautiful.
Madam, also
Okay.
can you explain for the kids who are younger kids what is meaning?
Yeah, I
Excuse
thought.
me, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, Shara.
I have a doubt.
Yeah.
In all the versions, it says Namaha, like ha. So sometimes why do you pronounce it as fa, Namaf?
Okay. There is a Sandhi rule which says Visarga, in front of Visarga, if Pa, Pha is there, okay, the Pankaja is there, no, then you say Pakara. Okay, then you say Af, Namaf. Whereas Namaste in the last portion, Namaste is there, no, Namahate. There the Sandhi rules is different, Namaste. Here it is Namaf Pankaja. Whenever you see,
And that's
in
why
fact,
in the Gayatri mantra it's Dhiyo
Yeah.
Prachodaya.
yeah, correct. You want, I will share the chart, with slide which shows what are the changes taking place in place of Visarga.
Ma'am, I remember one class you had showed a slide where Visarga, there was an arrow and it said pa, so Namaf.
Yes, that is true. It's the same thing. Yeah. Okay. Now the younger kids can answer. Only the younger kids, please. Pankaja means what is it? Do you know the meaning of the word Pankaja?
No, I don't know completely.
You don't. Lotus. Very good, Vinayak. Lotus. Pankaja is lotus. Nabhaya means in his navel region. From his belly button.
Belly.
Belly. A lotus was there. One who has the lotus in his...
Brahma.
Brahma is there. Where? Where is
In
Brahma?
the lotus. On the lotus.
In the lotus. He is sitting on the lotus. In the lotus. Okay. And then Namah Pankaja. Now I want to salute to the God who
Vishnu.
has... Yes, Vishnu, who has the lotus in his tummy or belly. Okay. Then Namah Pankaja Maline. Pankaja, now you know lotus. Mala is what?
Mala, this garland.
Garland. The one who has the garland of lotus is called Pankaja Malina. Malihi. So Malin, that is it. So Maline. Now what about his eyes? Netra. Netra means it is eyes. Pankaja Netraya. Then what about his eyes? It's so beautiful. Isn't it? So anything that is very beautiful, pleasing, and you would give happiness to someone else, somebody else, that is called lotus. So his eyes are so blissful. So it is like the lotus. Then Namaste Pankaja Anghraye.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes.
How can Vishnu hold Brahma on the lotus with just his belly button?
Yes, he is so powerful. He is Sarvashaktaha. You know, he is very powerful.
And why is he holding Brahma?
No, that is how he got from the lotus. Brahma was
Because
there.
maybe Vishnu got angry on Brahma, then he decided to curse Brahma to stay on his belly button.
No, nothing like that. Before the creation or manifestation of this world, that is how the Brahma was there. Then this Vishnu taught Brahma how to create this world, sustain this world, and then the laya of this world. Everything he taught Vishnu. Vishnu is the guru of Brahma who taught everything about this manifestation of this world, universe. Okay, namaste pankajanghaye. Anghri means it is the feet. So I want to salute the feet which is like lotus. Okay, usually gods or goddesses eyes, then the garland, the face, and then the feet are compared to lotus. Charanaravinda. Aravinda means what? Pankaja. That is lotus. Charanaravinda, Padaravinda, Mukharavinda. Have you heard of these words regarding goddess, gods and goddesses?
Ma'am, no, ma'am.
Yeah, Aravinda ne Pankajaksha, Pankaja Netra. So it is all the names given to different gods whose eyes are like lotus, as beautiful, as pleasing as lotus. Okay, let's move on to the next one.
Next one, thank you, ma'am. Next one is
Yeah.
Akash.
Yeah.
Akash just recently had his upanayanam, and I thought who else could tell the importance of upanayanam for us? Akash, over to you. The sacred thread ceremony.
Sir, can you hear me see me? Sir?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes. Hari Om, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Today I'm going to be talking about a term that many of us might be familiar with. That is Upanayana. Some of us know it as Brahmopadesham or Munji, and maybe some other names in different languages. On this day, the boy and his parents perform a set of rituals under the guidance of a learned guru. In the end, the boy, after taking the blessing of all the elders and the guru, adorns a sacred thread and becomes a brahmachari. This is followed by a delicious meal, which we all love. When someone mentions the word Upanayana, this is the picture which normally comes into our mind. Today I will go a little deeper and make an attempt to explain its significance. Upanayana literally means providing an additional eye. Upa means additional, and Nayana means eye of spiritual knowledge and wisdom. After the Upanayanam, the boy now becomes a Dvija, or a twice born. It is considered to be the transformation of a boy into a brahmachari. As a part of this ritual, the boy learns the Gayatri Mantra, one of the most powerful mantras from our Vedic scriptures. The mantra, as we all know, goes like this. Om Bhurva Smaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yonah Prachodayat. In Vedanta, this mantra has a very profound connection to the all-pervading Brahman, who supports the entire universe and is the primary source of all knowledge. To understand the full meaning of this powerful mantra, we will need the help of a guru. Dhi means buddhi, and prachodayat means to illuminate. So, in very simple terms, this mantra is a prayer to the Supreme Brahman to illuminate our intellect. While our mind generates many thoughts, the intellect is a decision-making faculty which discriminates between right and wrong. When we chant this mantra, we worship Brahman to bless us with the right intellect. which is crucial for us to take the right steps as we move forward in our life. Once the upanayanam is over, the brahmachari starts practicing what we call sandhyavandanam regularly. As part of this, he chants the Gayatri mantra every day. Practicing this on a daily basis helps to build self-discipline. In addition to the above, when a boy becomes a brahmachari, he gets the eligibility to study the Vedas in depth, chant the sacred Vedic hymns, perform homas and other Vedic rituals, get married, and also carry out the last rites of the deceased. Upanayanam also reminds us of the Guru-Shishya relation, which is of utmost importance in one's life. It can be considered as the first step in the spiritual journey of a boy. I conclude by saying that Upanayanam is a very sacred and beautiful ritual in our rich Hindu culture. The Gayatri mantra, when chanted with faith and devotion, unlocks the divine powerful driving force within us and helps one to achieve all his goals and lead a happy and contented life. Thank you, Sachin sir, for granting me this wonderful opportunity. Hari Om.
Thank you, Akash. It is with your, you already started this after Upanayanam, and we hope many of our kids will do this whenever they get an opportunity. Or yes, Darshil?
I don't know what time is it. Can I just tell it?
What time?
The clock time.
8:49.
Thank you.
Okay. So with that, we come to our chapter. We had stopped at 10th verse. 11th verse we have chanted. But just for those who have joined today, we are in the 6th chapter. Bhagavad Gita has 18 chapters. First 6 tells about what? Yourself. Okay.
Yoga.
Yes, Karma Yoga. Very good. In that, the last, in the first 6, this is the last chapter, which says about how do you concentrate yourself in what duties you do. How do you focus yourself? That is by meditation. In 5th verse, we have seen if you don't use your mind, you don't become master of your mind, then you are going to be running around like a dog which is taking the master all over. He will be all over the field. Here the dog is the master of the man here. So mind, if it wanders all around, now the class is going on and you're wandering here and there, then nothing is going in your head. So mind has to be controlled. And who will control the mind? Yourself. How will you control? In today's class, we will see by meditation. Okay. Once the mind is controlled, most important, you are at peace. You are happy. Just like the dog who is representing mind here, he is with peace with the master. So you will do whatever with 100% focus. Aloki's verse, we saw how the mind becomes impure if it is not controlled. And such impure mind will not be able to see. Just as through this impure water, we can't see what is behind. And in the clear water, we see everything what is there behind the glass. Or else, another example we saw, a lake full of mud. We can't see the bottom. We can't see the reflection of sky above. But when the lake is clear, then we see the bottom as well as the reflection of sky above very clearly. Same this way, if a person is meditating well, mind is clear, then he sees God everywhere and within him also. That is the most important part of meditation.
You can see the God.
Yes, you can see, Darshil, just as Hanumana has shown God within him, because you are so focused, you are so powerful because meditation. With that, we go to story of Ravana. That I think we already have done last class, isn't it?
Yes, sir, we have.
We have done it. And Divyanshi's verse also was on the same line. Who is a yogi? A yogi is none other than a person who engages himself always in meditation. In meditation, he sees nothing else than God. Whatever he does, he will see only God in it. With this 10th verses, we completed the Bahiranga Sadhanani, means the disciplines. Sadhanani means discipline. Bahiranga means outside sadhana. And now after 11th verse, we have to come within us, the mind control. Okay, outside means self-efforts, self-mastery, self-confidence, and balance, equanimity. These 4 things has been done till 10th verse. I would just ask Aditi, you can chant this because last time we have chanted it. Can you chant your verse and explain it?
Is it okay if I don't chant, uncle?
No, let then ma'am will chant for you.
Okay, I'll repeat afterwards.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
First, let me chant the full sloka, then I will teach you part by part. शुचौ देशे प्रतिष्ठाप्य स्थिरमासनमात्मनः नात्युच्छ्रितं नातिनीचं चैलाजिनकुशोत्तरम् शुचौ देशे प्रतिष्ठाप्य
शुचौ देशे प्रतिष्ठाप्य.
Yeah, don't drag. It's only short vowel. शुचौ देशे प्रतिष्ठाप्य
शुचौ देशे प्रतिष्ठाप्य
स्थिरमासनमात्मनः
स्थिरमासनमात्मनः.
Very good. नात्युच्छ्रितं नातिनीचं
नात्युच्छ्रितं नातिनीचं
चैलाजिनकुशोत्तरम्.
चैलाजिनकुशोत्तरम्.
Beautiful. Fantastic. Okay.
All of us will chant.
Okay, sir. If you give a chance, okay. शुचौ देशे प्रतिष्ठाप्य
शुचौ
देशे प्रतिष्ठाप्य
स्थिरमासनमात्मनः
स्थिरमासनमात्मनः
नात्युच्छ्रितं नातिनीचं चैलाजिनकुशोत्तरम्. Okay.
Thank you. Okay, Aditi.
Hari Om. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Chapter 6, verse 11. Shri Krishna talks about the preparation for meditation, the place. Shuchau Deshe Pratishtha. Choose a place intelligently, which is clean, where there is no noise disturbance or pollution. Therefore, Shuchau Deshe means clean, where no disturbance comes to you from outside. And Pratishtapya is sitting down. Sthiram asana matmanaha. While we are sitting down, our asana, bottom, must be sthiram, firm. It should not be like you face east to contemplate, and then after contemplation, you wake up and you're turning north. That is wrong. We should sit firmly in our seat. Natyuchritam nati nicham. Neither very high, neither too low. Sit in a quiet place. Hari Om. Thank you.
Nice. Thank you, all. Aditi, thank you very much. Also, few more things are there that how this, when should be done. It should be done in a time where it is sattvic. That time is early morning between 3:45 to 4:30. That is the time when it is a very good time to do meditation. But it doesn't mean you are limited that you have to get up at that time. You should fix a time. It may be even 7 o'clock in the morning, but not very late during the day when it is 12 o'clock and noon. You can't do this meditation.
Sir, can I do it 8 o'clock?
Okay, 8 o'clock. But what they want you to do is in the morning when you get up, you are fresh. Your mind is very calm. It is not aggressive. That time the meditation will be
When
helpful.
I'm sleeping, When I wake up, my mind is not fresh and I fall asleep again.
Okay. What we want to say is you are not running around. You are not going for school. You should do it well before that. Okay. So duration also, you should do it for, if you can't do for hours, no one can do for hours. Only yogis can do. But you can do for 15 minutes, 10 minutes, at least 5 minutes. Okay. But you should fix the time. That is what it is told. And more importantly, what should be the asana be like? The olden days, we didn't have like chairs, sofa sets, all that. There was an asana. If you see now also, when you see Shankaracharya's photo, there is asana. Okay. It is made up of three things. It is kusha grass, which is a sacred grass grown on the river edges. It is having pointed end. It signifies that the focus of the mind should be pinpoint, and it after that should be deer skin, which is
So the deer skin is attached to the sacred thread.
yes.
So it's like tied to it.
Yes.
Sir,
Sir, the piece of the deer is tied to the yagnopavitam, sir.
Okay. Yes, Karshil.
but is that deer killed to get the deer skin?
No. Very good question, Darshil.
Good question. Yeah.
Very good question. This is not, I'm telling, according to the verse, this was written long back, isn't it? Very long back. And no deer was killed. Mind you, no deer was killed. No deer is killed. It is the dead deer, old and dead. That skin is taken. Okay?
Fine.
Hariom sir, one point I would like to add.
Yes, madam.
The piece of deer skin attached to the sacred thread. What is it called? Can anyone know?
I think it's called jinke charma. Like,
Yeah,
I think
jinke
in
charma.
Kannada.
Okay. What
Yeah,
is that?
I don't know like the actual term for it.
Maunji. It is called Maunji. Maunji dharana. Okay, that piece tied to the sacred thread is called Maunji. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So this deer skin on the kusha grass, and then skin of the deer also has small hair fur that should not be sticking to the bottom, and you will have pain while sitting. So there is a cotton cloth, simple cotton cloth which covers the deer skin, and this becomes the asana for chanting regularly. This will not make you uncomfortable as well as very comfortable to go to sleep. That's why this was mentioned before. But nowadays children, we get a very beautiful cloth which is called as, it is used for asana. You can get any shops, garment shop, which can be made your own asana and do meditation dhyanam only on that, because the power of that dhyanam should be with you. So the asana should not be shared. One more important thing is it should be stiraha. It should not move here and there. Otherwise, you tend to fall from your meditation. So this was the last verse. We come to the next verse by Athar Salve.
Yes, sir.
Ekagram manah krutva yata chittendriya kriyaha upavishasane yunjat yogamatma vishuddhaye. Athar?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tatraikagram manah krutva
Tatrekagram mana krutva.
Tatraikagram. Yes.
Tatraikagram mana krutva.
Yata chittendriya kriyaha.
Yata chintendriya kriyaha.
Kriyaha. Yata chittendriya kriyaha.
Yata chittendriya kriyaha.
Very good. Upavishasane yunjat.
Upavishasana yunjat.
Yogamatma vishuddhaye.
Yogamatma Vishuddhaye.
Very good, very good. Okay, now let us all chant. Tatraikagram manah krutva yata chittendriya kriyaha upavishya.
Madam, wait, madam. Sorry.
Yeah.
Aditi and someone, I think they are just prolonging it. Do not do that. When madam is, you just listen to her carefully. It should not prolong unnecessarily. Okay? Madam.
Although there is a long vowel at the end, you should not prolong more than 2 units of time. 2 units of time. Okay. Upavishyasane yunjat yogamatma vishuddhaye.
Correct. Thank you. Yes, go ahead, Atharv.
Sir, I have made for me. I've learned something else, sir.
Okay, I'll show that to you.
No, sir, I have not made in the PPT, sir. I've just done. I've
Okay,
learned it.
go ahead, go ahead. Well, whatever you know.
Memorized it.
Yeah.
The
Good.
Sri Krishna tells that we should be situated in a secret place. Then the yogi should sit on it very firmly and practice yoga to purify the heart by controlling our mind, senses, and activities and fix our mind on one point. Thank you, sir.
Excellent. You have already learned how to fix your mind. So, Atharva will practice this with Aditi, his sister, every day. Isn't it, Atharva?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, we all have seen this experiment in the school. I remember my school days when we saw when you take a lens, especially a convex lens. Am I right, Darshil? Is it a convex lens or concave lens?
Magnifying glass. Convex, convex.
Okay, thank you. So the convex lens, sun rays will all go and focus on one single point. When it happens so, the energy which is scattered will be all focused in one point, and then it leads to sometimes even a fire. So children, we all have such kind of energy. Only problem is, like the rays, it is scattered all around. It is not focused. This is verse which says yogis generally get the powers by concentrating all that energy to one point, one focus. That is how you should do meditation. That is why we should do meditation. Okay? With that, we come to today's one more verse. Pragnya, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Samam kaya shiro grivam धारयन्नचलं स्थिरः सम्प्रेक्ष्य नासिकाग्रं स्वं दिशश्चानवलोकयन् समं कायशिरोग्रीवम् धारयन्नचलं स्थिरः स्थिरः महाप्राण
स्थिरः
सम्प्रेक्ष्य नासिकाग्रं स्वं सम्प्रेक्ष्य no elongation, okay, is a short vowel. सम्प्रेक्ष्य नासिकाग्रं स्वं no, after sampreksha immediately you take nasika. Sampreksha nasikagram swam. Excellent. Dishashchanavalokayan. Okay. Let us all chant together. Samam kaya shiro grivam
Samam karo
Ayachiro Grivam.
See, children, all of you have to follow this English transliterated version. Okay, please read properly. There is no samam or something like that. It is all short vowels. Please identify the short vowels and long vowels. Dharayanna chalam sthiraha samprekshya nasikagram swam Dishashchanavalokayan
Over to you, Pragna.
Yes. Can you go to my slides?
Yes.
Namaste, everybody. I hope you're all having a great evening. Today, I'll be presenting the 13th verse, the 6th chapter, and I hope that you all enjoy the presentation. So, next slide. So, the translated meaning of the verse is as follows. Let him firmly hold his body, head, and neck erect and still, gazing at the tip of his nose without looking around, to form the penance or meditation. So, next slide. This verse literally translates to telling us that when we are doing prarthana or worshipping the Brahman, we tend to lose focus and let our mind wander about. To prevent this, Sri Krishna advises us to sit erect and straight while closing our eyes and imagining God. Or we can also keep our gaze at the tip of our nose to avoid distractions, attaining a full focus on Bhagavan. Sometimes, even though you are determined to sit and focus, even if you stare at the wall and there's nothing on the wall, but in your mind there are always thoughts running. So you might get distracted by even that. Example, how Sachin sir also tells us to sit in the beginning of the class during the Om chanting. He tells us to sit straight, he tells us to sit in a comfortable position, close our eyes and chant Om while thinking of God. Krishna also states that when we think about Brahman, our mind is at peace and not busily functioning. So we are rested and feel as though things around us are slow paced. So we are in such a calm and tranquil, our mind is so tranquil that we start to feel tired sometimes. It might even have been a long day and you're sitting, or even in the morning, sometimes we feel drowsy. So when we're in this state of mind, we generally start to feel tired, or tiredness will take over us and we lose focus and sometimes even doze off. But when we are eating, for example, on the contradiction, when we're eating food, all our sense organs are active. It's like you're tasting the flavors in the food, you're smelling the aroma of the food, your hand is making contact with the food to break it, and all the other, and your eyes are seeing how beautifully it's presented and so on. So because of all the activeness going on in our mind, we don't feel sleepy. We are attentive and we are focused on eating the food. So that is why Sri Krishna explains the difference between being tired and being active, and that's why he tells us to. So if you are slouching or don't sit erect, we feel very relaxed again, because you're not in a straight position. That's why even during class or something, we always have to sit straight so that we can focus on class and not get distracted. That is one aspect of what Sri Krishna. Now let's move on to a story from the ancient times. So there's a story and it goes like, a man was once very impressed by Ramanujacharya and his ideas. Ramanujacharya was a very great saint and was also a social reformer. He felt that he needed to achieve a state like the great saint. So impressed by his utmost desire to attain a higher state of spirituality, he went to Ramanujacharya. So when he asked him for advice, Ramanujacharya asked the man to sit under a banyan tree and meditate the following mantra for him. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Lakshmi cha Vidmahe Vishnu Patni cha Dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayat. The man beautifully obeyed the rishi and did what he was told to do. 7 days later, the man returned to the Guru's ashram with a very defeated and disappointed look on his face. So basically, he was disappointed because whatever the Guruji told, it worked. So when the Guruji asked him why he looked so displeased, and the man said that the advice given to him was not fruitful. Then the Acharya understood and asked the man if he was in the right posture and whether he focused on God. He asked him to truthfully respond. The man hesitantly spoke the truth and denied the above and expressed that he couldn't focus. Then Ramanujacharya told him the same as Krishna's words. The man then did exactly how the saint told him, keeping his posture erect, focusing on the tip of his nose and thinking only about God and being conscious of his steps. And after a few weeks, he was able to relate to God on a much deeper and more spiritual level. So next slide. So to consider a more real life and relatable example, let's consider the following. You are really tired after a long and tough day and just want to relax at home. It might have been not physical activity at school, or if you are at work and you had a lot of things to do. So when you lie down on your bed, you hear someone at your house playing the television or some music very loudly. You try to ignore it, but it eventually gets to you and you cannot focus on falling asleep. And then you won't be able to get the full sleep, and it ends up ruining your mood for the next day as well. So same is applied when meditating. If we let distractions come in the way of our connection with the Brahman, there will be like interruptions which will disrupt any progress made of connecting with the God. Thus, you must always focus while doing prarthana. So next slide. So to conclude, Sri Krishna is trying to convey to us that the material mind does not initially get as much bliss in contemplation on God as it does while relishing sense objects, for example, food. This creates the possibility for the mind to become lethargic or even lazy when focused on God. But this is a natural human tendency. So we don't have to be very embarrassed or feel bad that we are doing this, but we should definitely seek ways to improve it. So to help overcome this, Sri Krishna tells us to make small physical adjustments so that slowly we can go to mental level and then train our mind to focus on God with all our senses active. I hope you could all understand the presentation. Dhanyavad and Hari Om. Thank you.
Dhanyavad. It was a beautiful presentation which told very clearly why to do meditation. And it helps in focusing towards within yourself, the God, rather than focusing outside where material things are taking always our five senses away from you. So to focus within is meditation. With this, I think we end today's class. But the newcomers, Anish, Tanush, Hari Krishna, Jai Krishna, and one more is, I forgot his name.